The first turnabout. What the hell is with that man? He looks like he's from The Legend of Zelda. That one merchant dude.
Yes. It's
With
also
that fucking
creepy.
smile. Yes, play. I got a trophy. Gasp, gasp, oh no. Someone murdered someone with a thinking man. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Like that chicken thing. Someone like him. I'll make it look like he did it. Okay. August 3rd, 1947 a.m. 1947? Yep, that's totally 1947. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Look at those men. They're not main characters. Boy, am I nervous. Let me
It's okay. Right.
Oh, hiya, Chief.
I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed.
I thought you said penis.
Not everyone makes. Not everyone makes on a murder. No,
Oh, no.
takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. I'm gonna fuck you. I mean, it says a lot about you and your client as well.
Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor.
A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case?
Yeah, I get to suck his dick. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney.
Well, news to me.
I want to help him out any way I can. Wink. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much.
What's over?
I guess
Oh,
you...
my life, everything is all over. Is that your client screaming? You're over there?
Yeah, that's him.
Death, despair. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die.
What made you say that?
Nick,
Hey there, Larry. What's up?
dude, I'm so guilty.
Oh,
Tell
God.
them I'm guilty.
I just fucking hit my mic.
Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die.
What? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away.
Why does he keep calling him Nick? Is there something I don't know? I'm very confused. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The newspapers say it was you. My name's Phoenix Wright, and you may be wondering how I got here. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was an unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts, my friend. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the asshole. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I can say, though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart, and a K-pop star. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. And that's just what I'm gonna do. And then we're breaking the song.
Mm-hmm.
August 3rd, 10,000 a.m. Court number 2. Oh. Everyone shut the fuck up. You can be the judge.
Oh god, he burped. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
And oh god, you can be him then. Because you gotta be the opposing people.
You're just gonna maybe talk.
Yes.
Is it the prostitution? Jesus,
Prostitution,
yeah.
It's prostitution.
Ready, Your Honor.
The, defense is ready, Your Honor. Look at my cool hair.
Mr. Wright. This is your first trial, is it not?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little prostitute myself.
Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves.
Think. He wasn't happy with my response.
No. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to assert your readiness.
It's ascertained, but okay.
Ascertain. Oh.
Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaky, eyesight, spaghetti on my sweater already.
The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely.
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 I'm here to teach you words.
Please state them. Okay, please state the name of the defendant in this case.
Larry Butts. The defendant? Well, that's Larry. The Larry lobster prostitute.
Correct. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine, boy. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name?
I know this one. Glad I read the case report to cover so many things. It's, wait. Uh-oh. No way. I forgot I'm trying to hold blank here.
Phoenix, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? You don't even know the victim's name?
Oh, the victim's name, of course I know the victim's name. So I just forgot, temporarily.
I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press the R1 button to check it at any time, okay?
Okay.
Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you.
Who's that?
Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case?
Time of death. Cindy!
Cindy's?
Motherfucker! Oh wait, I thought they both said Cindy! It's like Cindy Block and Cindy Stone.
No, it's...
The victim's name is Cindy Stone.
Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was...
I think...
What object?
I'm just gonna say she was struck by a blunt object, because that's what the opening scene showed. She was struck once by a blunt object. She was getting high.
Correct. You answered.
Answered.
You answered all my questions. I see no reason why you should proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you.
Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure.
Well then. First, a question for the prosecution, Mr. Is it Mr. Payne?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The The murderer weapon was this statue of the thinker.
She won't be thinking anymore.
No. It was found laying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence.
It's added the thing.
Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during this trial. That evidence is only... what?
Ammunition.
Ammunition you have in court. Use just use that fucking button.
Okay.
Check it.
Oh.
Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand.
Chief, what do I do now?
Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate.
Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. He could get a boner.
He could.
Oh god, he looks like he has a boner.
Mr. Butts, it is not true that the victim had recently dumped you.
Should I play him for now?
Who? Which one?
Butts.
Sure.
Okay. Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Who? Did they all die? I wasn't dumped. She wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. What's it to you anyway?
Yeah, he just said something very... Anyways, Mr. Butts, you describe it generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder.
What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all lies. I don't believe a word of it.
The victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died.
Victims...
Okay. I was gonna read whatever that was, but
okay.
We'll look at it in a moment.
Yeah.
Indeed. I said indeed. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder.
Dude, no way.
The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies.
Oh. Daddies? Sugar?
Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. So she took their money and used it to support her lifestyle.
Dude.
You can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. Don't think you want him to answer that question.
Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. One direction. Should I... I'm gonna wait and see what happens.
Okay.
Might be better not to get involved in this one.
Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, no way. That's cheating. She a dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. And, yeah, no, to the bottom of this. Yes.
Let's continue with the trial, shall we? Please. Please. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite.
Oh boy, this is not gonna be looking good.
Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not?
Yeah, well, maybe I did and maybe I didn't. He went What do I do? Have monstrosely words. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went and... He's not wearing any socks.
Order! Well, Mr. Butts.
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, like, I didn't see her. Oh. Was that his voice? What the
Your
fuck?
Order. The defendant is lying.
He sounds like a woman.
Lying? The prosecutor would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant feeling the scene of the crime.
Oh no.
Oh, it's that
skank.
Order in the court. She starts singing. Mr. Payne, the person may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor.
This is bad.
On the day of the murder, my witness was selling drugs at the victim's building. Mr. Frank saw it to the stand.
He saw it. Oh god, okay, we'll switch roles, you can play him.
Oh, you want me to play Mr. Slawit?
Yeah.
Mr. Slawit, you sell drugs. Is this correct? Oh yes, my drugs are very good. Mr. Slawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder.
No. Alright.
I was going door to door, selling these drugs, you see, and a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door open behind him. I thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her laying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I qualified and
Quailed, not qualified.
I qualified, I meant to say...
Yes, he totally qualified.
Right, I found myself. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember, that's not his voice, but
no.
It's going to be his voice now. The day was 1 p.m. The man who ran was without. See, I think he's taking those drugs.
I think so. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? What the fuck, Larry? I can't defend you against testimony like that.
Initially, why was it the phone and the victims weren't working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Saw seized was one of these. Your Honor. I have a record of the blackout for your... whatever that was.
Electricity just down the room was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime.
No, Mr. Wright.
Yeah. Yes. Whatever.
You may begin your cross-examination.
Cross-examination? Your Honor.
Right. Alright. Right, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying? Why he was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
Gasp! How do I prove he's not?
You hold the key in its evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a
contradiction.
Contradiction in there. First contradiction between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness face. Rub it all over.
Like a dog. Okay.
Open the court record, then point at the contradictions in the testimony.
Okay. Okay. So you just get. You don't need to read it because he's just going over things. Okay, so can I? Okay, here we go. No one would believe it was. Okay, fine. It's just that's a thing. Cindy's autopsy report. Time of death. Okay. Cause of death: loss of blood due to blunt trauma.
Okay, so the death was
between 4 and 5. Statue in the shape of the thinker, rather heavy. Victim apparently arrived home from Paris on the day before the murder, so electricity was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Okay. Thinking it strange, I looked in the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman not moving, dead. I qualified in fright. And he couldn't go in.
Yeah.
That's a red flag right there. He said he couldn't go in. So how did he know the electricity was out then?
Yeah. And plus, she was dead around 4 and 5. Like,
yeah.
What?
I know if you statement more. To call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. But wouldn't that phone be not working then? Also, if there was a blackout?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go further. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. That's where it is. Because she died between...
I thought it was a time thing.
Fuck, is it this one? You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yeah, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
Oh, that. Oh,
Oh, jeez. Why does he sound like a girl?
I know! Oh, yeah, it does. You can sound like Canadian now.
Oh, yeah.
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot time. After his testimony, I found not hard to believe. Mr. Saw it. Why were you so certain that you found that body at 1 p.m.? Gee, thanks. That's really a good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, now. Would you care to give your testimony again?
Alright, let's do this again.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, what was it from 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. I'm really sorry about the misunderstanding.
Bitch.
God, he's such a dick. I don't trust him.
No.
I see. You heard a voice saying the time on taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Alright, let's do this again.
Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one! Alright, let's do this again. And again, and again. Alright. I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying that it was probably coming from the television. No! Electricity was out.
Yeah!
Let's see. Electricity. So, this one, I think? Hold it right there. Prosecution has said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. Bitch. And this record proves it. He's sweating.
He is sweating.
I have massive hands. You couldn't have heard a television or a video.
Well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Smollett? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Oh, wait, I remember now.
Oh my god.
Mr. Smollett? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning.
I'm pretty sure at this point that they would have probably thrown this case out by now because there's too many holes in the story.
Yeah, because constant corrections are harming your credibility. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. You must have been in the shock of finding the body. He looks like he needs to take a piss. Very well, Mr. Smollett.
He's sweating his piss out.
Let's hear your testimony once more, please.
Alright. It's again. Again the time.
Let's do this again.
Again. Because he's a little bitch liar.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim.
What?
Oh my god, he's just... That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it.
But he's saying that she was murdered with a clock.
Witness. I know.
She wasn't. Gladly. Come
but
on,
we
let's...
know the answer.
Yeah, let's fuck your ass again. Let's go.
The murder. We have the murder weapon.
I saw there was a table clock and the apartment wasn't there. Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Okay, so is this where I use it then?
Because that was the actual...
Wait, just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock?
With your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are?
Just answer the fucking question, you bitch.
Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Miss Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock.
Oh, is it? Oh, shit.
Neck in it is a switch, and you just tilt it, and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I stated it as a statue. My apologies.
Okay.
Actually, show the murder weapon was a table clock after all. But he just gave the answer.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and it appears the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock.
But how could he seen it was a clock if he wasn't right up there?
Do you have any problem with his testimony now?
Yes. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hands. Yet the witness testifies that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction.
Indeed.
The witness knew it was a clock because he... Oh shit.
Wait, into the apartment or knew the victim?
I would say both. Fuck, okay.
I think he knew the victim, though, obviously. But
I'm pretty sure he knew
it's
the
up
victim,
to you.
But...
More answers.
both of them are kind of true, I feel like. Because he obviously was in the apartment.
He was.
I'm gonna say you went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder.
Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there.
I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her.
You sucker.
No.
No.
You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. I almost said cock. That was the sound you heard.
You heard a cock, apparently.
Yes.
Word in the court. Intriguing, please continue, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sott, sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. Murder! Murder! That voice burned in your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. God, you sound like a woman.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless contradiction.
Conjecture.
Conjecture. Oh god, whatever words are hard.
Just look at the witness's face. He's pissing himself right now.
Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? Or cock? That's that day I never... Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw it. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death.
He threw his hair at me.
Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, moment please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defendant's claims. Mr. Wright?
Your Honor.
Oh, sorry. He claimed the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence?
The whole case is riding on this. Better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Sott heard was definitely its clock. Oh no, a fact which is clear if you simply... Oh dear. Try sounding the clock? Oh shit.
You have.
Statue in the shape of a thinker. It's rather heavy. Okay. It's rather heavy. Ask the neighbors, examine the clock's batteries. I think the clock's batteries. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm trying to think, but
well,
my brain...
if it's an analog clock, I think analog is the right word, then it only runs on batteries, and it wouldn't need to be plugged in.
Right.
All you have to do is examine the batteries. There's not going to be batteries in it, is there?
The batteries are in the right way. The clock seems to be working fine. What exactly do you mean, Mr. Wright?
That the clock was working fine.
Yes,
and, I'm sorry,
Shit.
I think
Mr. Wright, I expect more from a lawyer than this court, even if it is your first day. I'm afraid. I have to penalize you. Try to think things through more clearly.
I was saying, the whole case is riding on this. Your Honor, Sam Assad heard definitely this clock fact, which is clear, simply. Try hitting someone with it.
So, either try sounding the clock, or
because we don't know how loud it is, so I don't know if you'd ask the neighbors.
Yeah, I know.
Try sounding the clock then. Let's sound the clock. Now, you're in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock and a cock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25.
There clearly is a strange way to announce the time.
Well, he is a thinker after all.
So we heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Miss Wright?
Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's yeah, I thought so. It's 11:25.
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sot heard and what he saw it. So, Mr. Sot, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh. What's he talking about now?
Well, it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing.
But it proves a lot of things.
How to know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the time murderer? You don't prove that. You don't have a case. But he said it!
Yeah. He's right.
I heard him!
How am I going to prove that? Like, who would have fucked with it at this point? How would it have sped up in time at this point? If no one fucked with it. Damn it, I was so close.
Mr. Wright, you seem to lack the credit and evidence to support your claim.
But, no I didn't. Yes, Your Honor.
It seems I cannot let you incite the witness.
Indict.
Unfortunately, I don't know what the fuck happened.
Okay, so I did get it right,
Slowett.
but they're being a bitch about it.
I came all the way down to here to testify, and look at what happens. You treat me like a criminal, because you are one.
Yeah.
You lawyers are all slime.
I almost had him.
You did.
Sorry, Larry. Failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Did I fail? Oh.
Not so fast, Mr. Sot.
Chief.
Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think.
But Chief, it's over. Can't prove the clock was slow that day of the murder. Nobody can prove that.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof.
Because she was really murdered at 1, maybe?
Right. Mr. Can you think of a reason as why the clock would be 3 hours slow?
Well, a blunt force could have fucked it up.
Yeah.
She derped for a second. Wait. Maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Tough words. Let's see you pull this one. Let's see. Evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, her pass. Would it be her passport?
Yes, her passport. Because if she took it with her, or if she bought it there,
or she bought it there, then that's why the time.
Take that. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, It's 1 a.m. the next day there. Clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast.
Oh. You read it.
It's zoned out. It fucked me up when it switched to him. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sawat, or should I say, Mr. Bitchit?
He's having he's foaming at the
does he have rabies?
He's having a heart attack. Order, I say.
Order in the court.
Well, this case has clearly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. My job here is done, Mr. Wright.
I must go now. My people need me.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, I have to say, I'm impressed. Don't think I've ever seen someone's cock so great.
Thank you, my cock's pretty great.
Yeah, it is. At the same time.
Thank you. My cock's still pretty great.
At this time, this is only a formality, but this court this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Raise your hands. And with that, this court is adjourned. Now take your bow. Bend over, I don't know.
Turns out that Frank Sott was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, the Avatar disappeared when we needed him most. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sott grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find.